In this video, let me share with you how I optimize my LinkedIn profile to increase its searches from 20 searches in a week up to more than its 30 times. Hi, my name is Jason and welcome to Carex TV. If you want to know more about interview hacks and career tips, make sure to click the subscribe button and the bell notification so you don't miss out anything. Without hesitation, let's jump right in. Of course, like any other LinkedIn profile, the first thing that will appear is your profile photo. Your profile photo should be a headshot of you and not something that you would appear too far away, because if you look it from the phone, it will appear very small if it's not a headshot of you. So try to capture a headshot. And the keyword here for a profile photo is approachable and pleasant. So just pick a picture that you are smiling. The second part of optimization will be your banner photo, cover image, or some even call it hero image. If you were to ask any professional marketer, they will tell you it's best to use image that would represent what you do at a glance of it. If you are in graphic design, try to use an image about you designing something. If you are a trainer, you can use a photo that you are on stage training someone. By default, the headline will be your position at X company, your tagline that you can use, which will engage the people. Something like, I am passionate in interviewing people. I am passionate in giving training. You can use something like that. Or for a fresh grad, it's best not to put the word fresh grad here, because the word fresh grad is not attractive. Instead, you can put passionate in human resource, passionate in graphic design, engineering aspired professional. By default, you don't have a summary section here. So to do this, you can go to add profile section, then go to about, and you can add summary here. With this, box will pop out at the bottom and you can write a short summary about you. I will not try to put the writing of summary in a third person perspective like Jason is blah 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 blah, he is blah blah, and you are the person who write your own profile. So it's best to use that I or myself, because since you are the one who writing about your resume. If you are a fresh grad, I can suggest you to write something about what have your activities you have done, your hobbies a bit, or what you aspire to be, a bit about your characteristic. Sometimes some companies will give some job title that is a bit too glamorous and it doesn't represent anything, and it becomes confusing. As an example, customer service engineer. So is it a customer service or engineer? It's something too glamorous and it confuses the whole algorithm when a recruiter trying to search for that position. So you try to rename the position into something more generalized over the market, like if it's customer service executive, customer service professional. Those are some examples that you can use. And for the company, make sure you tag your company correctly, because if your company subscribe to LinkedIn Recruiter License and they try to search for certain position in LinkedIn, if you tag correctly to the company and you are open to explore, open to job opportunities, they will not be able to find that in their searches. Hence, do not know that you're actually looking out. If you have any question, feel free to put down in the comments below. For the job description or the bottom part here, if you're lazy or want to be quick, you can just copy paste your job description here. I would suggest you to write summary of the role in the job, not more than 4-liner, because if you notice here, as an example, it only appears 4 lines here. You need to click a see more to actually see it. This is just a UI design that you want people to have a glance at your profile when they click into it. But try to put your JD here or the whole thing here listed, because those are the keywords that recruiter use to search for a profile. And the more things you put here, the best you will appear in the searches. For those jargons, at least mention once and put it in bracket in CPA, so people know when they read through your profile, they understand what actually you mean by CPA. If you were to use it again down at the profile at other section. Next, education. You can just put the education that you have. If you have achievement, you can input your achievement, but during my school days, I'm just an average person, so I don't have much to put in here. The next is skill, which is very important. Try to put as much as possible, because when a LinkedIn recruiter posts a job, they are actually allowed to put 10 tags of keywords of skills to actually rank against you. Once they put in all our tags, the LinkedIn algorithm will search in their backend who actually ranks most matches to the tags that they put in. If you rank nicely at the tags, LinkedIn will immediately push your profile into the searches that what could be the possible candidate for the job they posted, and vice versa. For those input tags, they will actually push the advertisement to you and tell you that this position may be suitable to you. And inside this skills and endorsement box, you will notice there's a new button, Q Quiz. If you click on recommended, you can see the top 4, which is Microsoft, PowerPoint, Excel, Outlook, and Word. Nowadays, organization has this expectation that even fresh graduate, when you graduate, you will be able to possess a basic minimum skills that you can run on these applications. Let's say, for example, you are an advanced user for Excel and you can do macro and VBA programming language to actually create those scripts. I would try to take those tests as macro and VB instead, which you can also find it here. Recommendation adds some weightage to your profile, but it doesn't actually help the searchers. If you have, just ask and you might get it. Accomplishments, same goes to it. If you click on plus, you can see there's publication, patent, course, project, honor, award, and test score. This part of the function at this point actually doesn't add value to the searchability of LinkedIn profile. Last but not least, the interest part. Let's say you're technical. I will encourage you to join some of the groups because LinkedIn Recruiter actually being trained that if they couldn't look in the profile, they will actually go and dig into the interests and groups that you join. If you're a Java professional, you generally will join other groups. When you face difficulty in your work, you will try to ask advice in those groups or forums to actually brainstorm some solutions available to finish your task. And from there, they're able to trace who is a professional in these groups and the skills that you possess if there is a lack of information to find their profile. LinkedIn also incorporate a lot of new functions to be like Facebook or Instagram. You will see stories, posts, articles. And if you want to increase further your searchabilities, then you really need to create contents of posts, articles, or even videos. Those, I leave that to you. You can talk about your expertise so you can gain a lot of followers from that. This actually concludes how I optimize my LinkedIn profile, and I hope that it will increase your searchability result as well. And don't forget to click thumbs up and share with a friend if you find it useful. If you are interested in these topics, be sure to check out other videos in my channel here or check out my other videos in the past. And I see you next time.